think that we maybe got too far into the criticism of the All-Star game because last 2 years were brutal.
Terrible.
But 2022 was a good game with a good finish. They did the Elam ending,
but that was a change.
Right, that was a change. And 2020 was an awesome game, and it felt like it was because go ahead,
They
boy.
wore a Kobe jersey.
Exactly right. That was right after Kobe had passed everyone. So 2020 was good. 2022 was good, and then last year and the year before were laughable. And so they make this change. I thought the basketball was better than the production. Yes. And so it felt to me like there are some tweaks that need to be made. Like, and everybody loves Kevin Hart, but there was a lot more Kevin Hart than it was Kevin Durant. You know what I mean?
It was more Kevin Hart than anybody.
But anytime you do something new, it's like, oh, okay, this worked, this didn't. And so I have, like.
So you want to stick with this format?
I liked it. What I didn't, so I understand, and we'll play the Draymond sound in a bit, the complaint about the young guys getting in. I understand that piece of it.
Right.
I think that this format, if you tweaked it to where instead of being to 40, it was to 50, and where it was instead of 8-man teams, 7-man teams, and all-stars, that works. Now you're going to say that's 28 instead of 24.
Which is fine. We got 28 teams.
Well, 30
I've been saying
teams
they should. I've been saying they should expand the All-Stars.
Well, that's
15.
So that's what I was going to say. Like, they started. I couldn't believe this. They started doing 24 All-Stars when the league had 12 teams.
Yep.
Now we have 30 teams, it's still 24 All-Stars. I don't want to water it down massively, but if you added 4 new All-Stars, 4 7 player All-Star teams, and this format, I do think the playing to a score and that creates a sense of urgency. And I also think that there is a weird thing with the narrative surrounding the NBA right now where everything's just negative. Like, nobody gives a damn about the Pro Bowl, and nobody looks at it as...
But that's always been pretty bad.
Right, but nobody looks at it as an indictment on the NFL as a whole that the Pro Bowls people aren't into.
The thing is...
Yeah. Well, listen, Nick has brought a lot of negativity to the NBA. I mean, he's talked about how bad the product is and how it's in trouble, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, which is understandable, because you have even Draymond Green complaining about the NBA. You have, Damian Lillard. You have a lot of players that are complaining about the NBA, so it is a problem. In terms of this new format, listen, guys, it's no magical format that's going to make this be something. The players either care or they don't. It's that simple. It's that simple. They either care or they don't. It either truly means something or it doesn't. It's no magical format. And the NBA is still so obsessed with also for all these All-Star games, like it's like Shaq versus, Chuck and all these other celebrities, Kevin Hart. Like it becomes less and less and less about the actual current players in the NBA today, right now. I mean, the All-Star Weekend should be all about the actual stars, so the superstars, the actual legitimate superstars of the NBA. Not Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Hart, and Charles Barkley. I mean, it should be Wembanyama. Like, we should be getting similar levels of Wembanyama in the Olympics. Some exciting moments like Steph Curry. And again, because even this forced, international, versus OGs or whatever. Like, it's all forced. And it would matter if they actually cared, like on the level of Olympics. And again, to be clear, I'm not acting like this All-Star game should be at the level of the Olympics. But in terms of the level of intentionality surrounding these games. But the players don't care. And that's why the NFL players didn't care. And so that's why they were like, we're pretty much just going to scrap this all together then. And it's become a big joke that no one watches. And we could just then acknowledge that the All-Star Weekend just doesn't matter. And we could just say, hey, the All-Star game doesn't matter. No one cares. Nobody wants to get hurt. No one really wants to play. There's too much at stake. So then we can stop this game and stop trying to force it to work. I mean, that's possible. That's possible. But again, like, what would have been a more interesting dunk contest? McClung again, or like LeBron versus Giannis? I mean, seriously, I mean like actual stars. I'd literally rather watch Kevin Durant in the dunk contest. Again, it doesn't even have to be these prolific dunkers, but just like the actual superstars. The actual people that all bring us to watch. And again, in this weird format where there's all this stoppage and again, right, too much Kevin Hart, like it becomes less and less about basketball. I'll be totally honest. Again, I love basketball. I love the NBA. I love the current stars of the NBA right now. And yet I was completely unmoved by the All-Star Weekend. I was in no way like, I gotta watch the skills challenge, the Rising Stars. I gotta see the Rising Stars game. Oh, I can't miss the dunk contest this year. Who's gonna win the three-point contest? Oh, well, I maybe missed those, but I'm definitely not gonna miss this tournament All-Star game. I mean, did anyone really feel that way? Did anyone really feel like this was like can't miss TV? I don't think so. I don't think so. If the players cared, if there was more at stake, like, make it really at stake. Have the winner of the team donate like 10 million. Like, make it big, actually. Make it 50 million. You got the money. Make it 50 million, 20 million, 30 million. Get all the billionaires and the multi-gajillionaires of the world, each donate $2-3 million for this massive pool. Get the sponsors, all of this. Get like a $20 million pot and say, winner, this gets donated to some big charity. Like I don't know, like, have it matter. Have it actually have substance. Have it actually legitimately matter. Because the pride, they're not playing for pride at this point. They don't care. They're not like, oh, I gotta beat them in the All-Star. I gotta beat, Wembanyama and Jokic in the All-Star game. Like, I don't think Steph Curry and company really care about that. Kevin Durant's isn't like, oh, I'm gonna show Wemby that it's still my league in the All-Star game. No. Because they know that they're not gonna be remembered for that moment. They'll be remembered for playing, Steph versus Jokic or, KD versus whoever in the playoffs, in the Western Conference Finals or semifinal. Like, that'll matter, not this. So again, we either can just accept that it doesn't really matter and then it's just kind of whatever and everyone just accept that and then we can move on with our lives. Or you make more concrete decisions about how to get it to actually matter to the players rather than just trying to change up these formats, because that's making it matter in a forced way, and that doesn't get you to the goal. And again, stop making All-Star Weekend just a celebrity slobber fest. Just stop. It doesn't matter. If you want it to be about the game, then make it about the game. I don't tune in, because even this is absurd. I mean, it's kind of perfect that we have Lil Wayne here. I can't wait to watch First Things First to see Lil Wayne there. It's like the media and these big massive companies haven't realized that people have moved on from this celebrity obsession. And yet they still try to lean into it. And again, make no mistake about it, people like Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal, they're no longer like legends. They're no longer all-time great basketball players. They're just celebrities at this point. And again, I don't tune into the All-Star game to watch any antics of like players of the old. Like I would want to see like exciting new moments from the current superstars or the players that are about to retire, like Steph, like LeBron, like KD. You'd like to see some, a little bit more magic at the tail end of their career. But instead, we got Kevin Hart doing crowd work. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think? Did you like this new format? Do you think the All-Star Weekend is going in a positive direction or a negative direction? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.